America has the most beautiful scenery out of anywhere. And I say this, well, as an American, knowing that people are generally biased towards their own homes. But, having traveled the roads in China, in India, and in Africa, I feel like I've seen enough to know that nowhere has the scenic diversity that America does. And this trip is proving it. I'd left the suburbs of Washington, D.C., traveled across the rolling hills of the South, over the Oklahoman plains, and into the alien deserts of the West. And as I made my way into Nevada's Valley of Fire State Park, I may well have been on Mars. The red rocks were unlike anything I'd seen before, and were so unexpected against the tan desert. At least Zion Canyon had been formed by a river. They were just there. Now I'd love to have spent more time, but with a paid event the next day, I just made a mental note to come back sometime, and pushed on through, crossing the Hoover Dam to get back into Arizona. Well, I tried to. The last time I'd been to the Hoover Dam, the enormous bridge bypassing the site hadn't been built yet, so I didn't know that it was the only way across the river. I thought it was just one of the ways across, and, well, I thought I was smarter than the GPS. I wasn't. The only thing on the other side of the dam was just a parking lot. At least it had a good view. Alright, so we're about to go rafting. It's 40-something degrees, it's raining, and I paid $400 to do this. Crazy, huh? Yeah, anyway, it's going to be an adventure, and that's what we wanted. So we'll see. Good luck to us. Okay, so the trip got canceled. And why did it get canceled? Because it's snowing outside. Who would have thought that in mid-April, late April, it'd be snowing in Arizona? I know I didn't. This is just too funny. Okay, so we've rescheduled the trip for tomorrow. We'll try it again then. And I need to figure out how to reroute myself so that I can make up this last day. Because, yeah, we kind of had a tight schedule to begin with, and this isn't helping. This is not helping. Finally got to go rafting yesterday. Such a great experience. Weather was great, beautiful blue skies. It was just wow. The road getting out to the rafting was a little bumpy. Would have been great on the bike, but the van kind of seemed like it was about to fall apart. But, there were a lot of rapids. Not really, I mean there's 8, but some of them went on for a ways and some were kind of short. Never experienced anything like that. Never done any sort of rafting or whitewater type stuff. This was all brand new to me. Funny thing is I had my GoPro camera on and it did good. There's also lots of times that, well, because I'm sitting at the front of the boat, all you see is just water, static. side of the canyon a little bit to see a waterfall. Did not expect that at all. That was just... didn't expect it. Awesome. Yeah, after the water smoothed out, it was just calm, relaxing. After a while, I kind of started to fall asleep because of the breeze and the hum of the boat and just the gentle motion. But it's just one of those things I couldn't. It was just too serene, too beautiful. I can't believe I'm doing this. But after about hour and a half of that, I ended up making it to the helicopter pad, where they had a impressive operation going on. Helicopters constantly taking off and landing, I mean, at one point I saw 4 helicopters just sitting right there on the pad, picking up customers and then just taking right back off again. Definitely a well, smooth, thought out, planned, orchestrated event. Soon our helicopter showed up, and the ride was a little bit shorter than I was wanting it to be. It's still a good time, still a great view. But it was literally just a 2 to 3 minute flight from the ground back up on top. So, slightly disappointed in that. But at the same time, still good, still something I can say I've done. Helicopter tour through the Grand Canyon. But, yeah. And once that was done, then it was kind of time to start heading back home. So, all in all, it was a great time. Definitely glad I rescheduled instead of pushed on. Gave me an extra day of rest. And now today, on to Death Valley, on to California. And tomorrow, we're at the Pacific. We're almost done. And then we have to turn around and head back home. But for right now, almost done. Having spent 2 full days off the bike, I was excited to get back on the road and sped down a portion of the famous Route 66. Aside from the occasional storefront, the road honestly looked the same as any of the others I'd been on over the past couple of weeks. And so I carried on, tracing my way back into Nevada, and then onwards into California. And after the most expensive fuel stop ever...
Insane. I mean, $4.99, really?
Made my way to Death Valley.
I think this is our road. And let's see what this marker says. Some 100 wagons found themselves in Salt Lake City too late to cross the Sierra Nevada.
Okay, so we had another fall. I saw the bike kind of starting to wobble and I couldn't, yeah.
Oh shit.
It's this stupid sand, yeah. I mean, this is not good to ride on at all. And this is what happens as a result. So, now, I have to figure out how to get the bike out. And you can see where it kind of starts to wobble. And then right in here, just gets that much bigger, and then whoop, down.
don't want all of this gear, so we toss that. Don't need this. Toss that. Move the helmet. Just down here, grab the key. Camera gear falls, which is fine. Alright then. Okay. Well, broke a shifter. But that may be okay. I think I can still use it. You're still good. You're still good. You're a little bent. But that probably saved the engine. Okay. Right. Groovy. Okay. We've let the bike sit all night. It is time to see if our repair held. Well, that's a good sign. That's a very good sign. Well, that obviously did not work. Because there's the shifter. And there's the knob. The JB weld failed. And so now I think our next best option is to see about taking it to a welder and having them weld it on. So that is the current plan for today. I was fortunate to find a place. One that was willing to experiment on such a small surface, and a surface that was so close to the rubber seal holding in the transmission fluid.
but it paid off.
Over those mountains is Los Angeles and the Pacific Ocean. And we are going to do everything we can to go around the city instead of through it. Because even though my bike is fixed, I don't want to deal with that traffic.
I've always liked airplanes. As a licensed pilot, I should. And since I was in Southern California, there was one thing I wanted to stop and see.
Oh, it's closed. So sad. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 11 to 4.
The SR-71 Blackbird. It was the fastest aircraft ever built. It could fly over 3,000 miles an hour. And now they just sat there on the side of the road, baking in the midday sun. Apparently that was common in California.
Guy just has a bunch of old aircraft sitting in his front yard.
I kept moving onwards, the desert turning into fields.
It's just so orange. You're gonna think that I meant to the saturation of this, but no, that's actually, it is that bright of orange.
On my GPS, it looked like I was just minutes from the coast, but around me there was nothing but mountains. And for some reason, the twisty roads kept taking me higher and higher. As I passed 4,000 feet, I began to wonder just how steep the other side would be. Soon, however, I'd forget all about it. I had made it to the ocean. It had been over 2 weeks, but I had done it. From one side of the country to the other. I was ecstatic.
It's a beach! It's a Pacific beach!
It felt like an accomplishment.
I made it to the Pacific! It is 5:15 in the afternoon on April 27th, I guess, 28th, I'm not sure really, in late April of 2014, and I have made it to the Pacific Ocean.
Next time, I look at some elephant seals. A lot of elephant seals. I do some laundry. And I trade in the street for a sidewalk.